Yeah, Kelsey could act like he ain't picked this dude. Look at him at the second level already. This looks like Jason Kelsey. Attacking the second level, safeties, linebackers, whoever in his way, creating holes. Miles Sanders, great catch, by the way. We're going to talk about that more. Again, the great wraparound block. Come on, bro. This dude looks like Kelsey, man. Taking people off their feet. The movement is elite from the center position. Just elite from the center position. You want to telegraph the throw? Stop it. Kaiser White, another new addition. Pick from the linebacking core. These are things the Philadelphia Eagles have not seen in a very, very long time. In a very, very long time. Let's look at this again, man. Look how Jordan Davis beats the center. Nakobe Dean follows that gap and gets the tackle for loss. These guys working in tandem like they back in Georgia. You know what I mean? It's just amazing to see how easy Jordan Davis can use speed with the combination of a bull rush just to get past one guy. And Nakobe Dean is right there to pick the bones. He had 5 tackles at the half, I believe. 5 tackles at the half. This team is talented, man. This is a different Philadelphia Eagles defense. I'm excited. Nakobe Dean already sees this play. He's already deciding which gap to shoot. Look at this collision. Putting the defensive lineman on his back pockets. Come on, man. The physicality was there last night. The hunger was there last night. Dudes getting put on their back pockets last night. The Philadelphia Eagles have arrived. Physical football is here.
Step back and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th curb.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know to get with my people at Philly Sports Trip, week 3. We're going to be in FedEx Field. We're going to be watching the Philadelphia Eagles travel up there to take on the Washington Commanders. We're looking to go out there and catch a body. You know how we doing. Join 650 plus fans in Rising. We're trying to get up to 1,000 people to go on this trip. I'm going to be there. Click the link in the description to tap in, man. I'm telling you, man. You're going to get a chartered bus ride from Philadelphia up to D.C., meaning you could drink, you could chill. You ain't got to worry about drinking and driving on the way back 2 hours back to Philly. That's all going to be taken care of for you, man. You'll purchase your you get your bus ride, your tailgate with food and drinks, and your ticket inside the stadium, man. It's all a bundle package. Tap in. It's the easiest way to go see away games, especially if all you gotta do is hop on the bus. I'm gonna do it for the Giants game. It's gonna be love. So listen, man. The Philadelphia Eagles, man, you know, the first preseason game happened yesterday. We got some time to diagnose and really look at these things, you know, in its totality. It's a lot to be excited about, man. A lot to be excited about in terms of Philadelphia Eagles football going into this season. You know, we talk about training camp and being up and down a lot for Jalen Hurts. You know, a lot of the scrutiny that he got for, you know, not looking like Tom Brady in training camp. But he came out there and was perfect, you know what I mean, in his first drive in preseason. There's nothing wrong that you could say about Jalen Hurts' performance. If you want to dig up, well, he didn't throw a deep ball. You lame for that. He was 6 for 6. The QB rating was perfect. He threw when he was supposed to throw. You know what I mean? He didn't prematurely leave the pocket. You know what I mean? I didn't see him leave the pocket not one time before scanning his first and second option. He looked way more mature. He looked like an NFL quarterback last night. He looked like a starter in the National Football League. And that's going to hurt a lot of people to come to that realization. And the sad thing about it is a lot of people that is going to hurt represent the colors behind me, which makes no sense to me at all. Why do you want your starting quarterback to be bad? Jalen Hurts did his job last night. He looked phenomenal in my opinion. Like, you want the big, deep, flashy play? That's cool. But I could take the methodical drive where your quarterback is a threat on the ground and through the air. He showed both. You know what I mean? People are just blatantly making things up. He didn't throw to the right. The first play of the game was a rollout to the right to Quez Watkins. Like, cut it out. You know what I mean? And you know, I heard that It was discussed before the game between Jalen and A.J. Brown that A.J. Brown wasn't going to get any targets. I mean, it's preseason. I don't think A.J. Brown really cared. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I guess this is how the cookie crumbled. You know, the only bad thing that you could take away from that first drive with Jalen Hurts in the first team offense is that, you know, that late hit. Wasn't Jalen Hurts' fault. Wasn't our coach's fault. Jalen Hurts ran out of bounds. He didn't try to fight for extra yards. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying, you know, he could have slid and all this, that, and the third. What's the running out of bounds? And I mean, a late hit is a late hit. I've seen people get hits trying to slide. You know what I mean? He ran out of bounds. He didn't try to fight for nothing extra. It was a dirty hit. That's the end of that. So that's why we was fired up about that. Nick Sirianni and Jordan Mailata. I love it, man. You seen everything you needed to see. Everything. You seen Jordan Mailata jumping somebody face to back up his quarterback. You see Jonathan. I'm sorry. You see Jonathan Gannon too. Probably. You see Nick Sirianni screaming at the other sideline, fired up. This Philly, man. These guys know where they are. You know what I mean? On the first play of the drive, what was really exciting for me, one of the aspects that a lot of people are not talking about is Miles Sanders catching 2 catches clean and getting positive yardage. You know what I mean? Miles Sanders, you know, caught the ball. You know, a lot of people keep saying he can't do that. You know what I mean? Two of the 6 Jalen Hurts completions came from Miles Sanders checkdowns. You know what I mean? Just getting him in the rhythm. You know what I mean? But I was just surprised by guys like Cam Jurgens, who you couldn't even tell him apart from Jason Kelsey. You couldn't tell him apart exactly what we wanted him to be. Attacking that second level tremendously. You know what I mean? Getting out there and just looking great, man. All they talked about in the second quarter was how Cam Jurgens was disrupting the game from a center standpoint. You know what I mean? The only disruptive center like that I know of is Jason Kelsey in terms of getting to that second level and moving linebackers off the ball. You see the tandem of Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean working together. You see that, you know, how smart that was to get them. You know what I mean? In the earlier clip that I showed, you see Jordan Davis coming through the line, you know, creating space for Nakobe Dean to shoot the gap and make a tackle for loss. This team is really, really talented on the defensive side of the ball. I'm telling you, man. Kaiser White, you know what I mean? Nakobe Dean waiting in the wings just for opportunity to be out there. Nakobe Dean showed IQ yesterday. Nakobe Dean, I think, had 5 tackles at halftime. You know what I mean? Come on, man. These dudes, the rookies performed. The top 3 rookies that we drafted performed. You know what I mean? Brandon Graham was getting pressure and performing. Hassan Reddick was getting pressure. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts was applying pressure. You know what I mean? Proving to be a dual threat. I mean, it's nothing bad that you could say about the performance. You know what I mean? We're going to wait to see what happens in the regular season, but I expect more of it. And that's not even me being hard on this team. That's just me understanding how talented this football team is. That's all that is. You know what I mean? This is a very talented football team. Jalen Hurts looked like a guy who was in a second system now. Finally, again since high school. He looked like a guy that was in the second system. Usually when you're looking at Jalen Hurts last year, it takes about close to halftime for him to start warming up. You know what I mean? And you can't start that slow in the National Football League. It took about close to halftime for him to start settling in, should I say. He was ready to go from go last night. Think about the chain reaction that happened. You have the good practice by Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? You have first what you have is you have the good, the live practice that everybody attended last week or a couple of days ago. He did well in that. Then they have a practice that's a regular practice. They said they described that as his best practice. Now you come out here, you 6 for 6. You know what I mean? You 6 for 6. Yes, I understand that it's only preseason, but at the same time, Jalen Hurts is continuously doing things that other people say he can't do. If you could be mad at 6 for 6 in a perfect QB rating, you're more than a hater. You got something against this young man. This young man is the quarterback of our team, and you know the same way we praise Sam Bradford for going 10 for 10. I'm gonna praise Jalen Hurts for doing his job in preseason as well. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Because Jalen Hurts is 6 for 6 and Sam Bradford 10 for 10. Yeah, show up different. Yeah, it's both perfect. But you got to remember, Jalen Hurts had a touchdown call back and still was able to get us in the end zone. You know what I mean? This defense set up Gardner Minshew for a short field. You see what I'm saying? A lot of things are different about the makeup of this team, and I couldn't be more excited about what's to come for the regular season. So let me know what y'all think in the comments about, about reviewing, the first team offense and the first team defense. I know the play calling was a bit vanilla. You know what I mean? We ain't going, I would be mad if I wanted to see a deep shot by Jalen Hurts just so Jalen Hurts could prove to people that he could throw the ball out the gym. He could throw the ball out the stadium. He really got a powerful arm. You know what I mean? But sometimes it ain't necessary. it ain't necessary when you're doing what smart quarterbacks do, and that's take what the defense give you. So you know what I mean? Very, very good performance, man, for the fellas, man. I couldn't be more happy, man. The tape that was put out there is going to be diagnosed all week by a lot of content creators. There's a lot of positives that we could take from this, man. So enjoy your weekend. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.